Um, it's changed dramatically, actually. I think the biggest change that I think I can see is flexible working. So, you know, when I was in my 20s, first starting my career with young children, flexible working wasn't an option. You know, you constantly challenging your work-life balance, but in particularly since COVID, working from home, getting to do the school run, I think the balance for young parents is better than it ever has been.
I would say my advice to anyone who is a female, or anyone really who's looking to progress their career, but particularly aspiring women, is try not to put too much pressure on yourself by looking at others. Think about what is right for you at the right time for you. Everyone has different circumstances, everyone has different feelings, everyone has different drivers in life, so think about what will work for you and will be authentic to you. I can definitely say it's all possible if you push hard enough, but as I say, what I've learned is that one pathway is good for one person but not necessarily for another, so really think about what's important to you.
Well, at the moment in Carbon, I think that there's quite a lot of women in senior positions, which I do find as something inspiring, something to work towards, and just to see other women doing really well and having rewarding careers. So my name's Alicia. I'm a housing assistant here at Byker, and I've worked at Carbon for 7 months now. I guess my aspiration career-wise is to be a housing officer. I absolutely love working in housing, and I think working at Byker and working in such like a welcoming, supportive environment has just made me want that more. I understand that like housing isn't a career that someone always necessarily chooses. I've heard a lot of stories of how people kind of fallen into it, but I just love it. I've done a lot of work quite closely with Emma and Hannah, who are two of our housing officers here, and they've been really great at like letting me come out on like visits with them, estate walks, kind of get a feel for the estate and the people, get out and about and kind of meet the people that I'm helping, which has been lovely. And I think it's also been really nice to work in such a kind of women-dominated environment. There is plenty of women that I can look up to here, and that have just, you know, supported me without even asking, and let me ask, you know, any questions and learn from them. And some questions maybe I've asked a lot of times, but I've never felt that I can't ask and that I can't say, look, can I jump in on this with you? Do you need any help? And yeah, I just think it's a great environment to work in, absolutely.
So we do some really great work at Carbon to help support equality amongst genders, and we can demonstrate that with our gender pay gap, which has been within 5% of parity for the last 7 years, which is amazing. And we can see that by the women that we've got on our senior leadership team, our executive team and on our board that are all super supportive. But it's not just at those top levels, it's right from the start of anything coming into the organisation, where we're starting to see women coming through in our trade roles, which are normally male dominated, right through to our leadership programmes, where we open up to all of our colleagues. So it's not a women only programme, but we work with the women in the organisation to encourage them, to build their confidence, and it's great to see them flourishing in the roles and progressing through their careers.